Math Hoffa's co-host Mecca reveals how he found out they were kicked out of the studio with everyone else.
I didn't know he was subleasing. Math owns the shop. Okay, cool. He doesn't own the shop. Okay, cool. Him telling everybody is pretty much the cornerstone of the gripes, right? That's where all the smoke.
You mean him telling the public?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Could I stop him from doing that? He never asked me.
Right.
He never told me he was going to do that. Right. So he didn't tell any of it. I can't speak for any of us. I know he never told me. I found out he was online like everybody else. I'm getting my phone's blowing up. Yo, you see your man? But what am I supposed to do about it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I get upset, get mad, get excited. It's his shop. It's his show.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that all the business is on Front Street, but that wasn't my call either.
Yeah, on the last episode of Rory and Mal, Mecca, the co-host of Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion, kind of gave insight into what's going on at the My Expert Opinion show that got kicked out of their studio. So one of the key interesting points is Mecca saying that he found out that there were issues going on so bad that they would get kicked out of their studio with everyone else. And he didn't seem too happy about that. He even said that Math could have called him and he could have figured something out. Now, this gives key insights to me because Mecca went on several podcasts, not just the Rory and Mal podcast, to talk about what's going on with My Expert Opinion. I think he revealed a lot about his expectations from Math and how they seem to be in the gutter. Now, that's just my assumption because of what I've been listening to, but it looks like Math doesn't run the tightest of ships at the My Expert Opinion podcast. For example, Math didn't inform Mecca when he found out that they were getting kicked out of the studio. Mecca found out with everyone else, and he even goes on to say in Rory and Mal that, people were hitting me up. I had no clue that Math went on this podcast and said what was going on. Even though he knew that something was up, he knew with everyone else that they had been kicked out the studio. And he even says that the owner of the barbershop had an issue with them not using the barbershop for cutting hair. It's actually in the lease agreement that they have to use the barbershop for cutting hair. The owner didn't enjoy walking past the studio and seeing it empty with nobody inside. So that was one of the key points of everything going wrong. Mecca also goes on to say that the owner believes that My Expert Opinion and the rest of the cast were doing something illegal. And Math did say that the owner asked him if he sold drugs. One more key point that happens in the interview is Mecca shouting out how Math didn't really ask him to figure it out because Mecca has a lot of resources as a result of his time in the industry, but Math did not reach out to him to try to figure out a scenario. Now, zooming out, I think this reveals Math, I don't know, he's just not doing a good job of reacting to some adversity. It feels like this was a situation that had been brewing for a long time, and he never thought to himself, I should have a backup plan. Because he definitely should have a backup plan. There's a lot of studios. I was looking at the former co-host of My Expert Opinion, Champ's channel, and he actually has a good setup. I mean, I'm not saying it's the most amazing setup ever, but it is something Math Hoffa could do in a pinch. It honestly looks like he found some club, just started recording there. So if Champ can figure it out, but Math can't figure it out, then something is going really bad over at My Expert Opinion. Call up Wheezy, call up Mandy, start recording, do something. This is a big podcast with 1 million subscribers. I really don't know what the issue is. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Mecca revealing how Math is handling this situation might give insights into how Math just don't got his business in order? Math needs a manager. Rory and Mal, they have a manager managing them. There's somebody there telling them about what to do. It doesn't, to me, appear that Math has any guidance. Call someone up. Find a white man, my guy. Find a producer. Hit up Alex Media. Hit up Wheezy. It's not that hard. This guy makes a ton of money. A lot of people think, oh, his channel's falling apart. But when My Expert Opinion was in the studio, they were getting, 40,000, 50,000 views. So he should be making a good lump sum off of his podcast. And it just doesn't look like he's executing in the right way. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you feel like Math Hoffa is going to figure things out? Or does it look like he will be someone we forget about really soon? Follow me on Instagram, The Stop TV. Follow me on Twitter, The Stop TV. Follow me on Patreon, The Stop. This is Danny from The Stop. Peace.